The world didn't end with a bang. It ended with a quiet click, so faint that almost everyone missed it. It was the sound of a radio being turned off, plunging everything into silence. Aren Solis woke up every morning to that same silence. Not the peaceful, gentle kind, but a heavy, suffocating silence that pressed against his eardrums, a constant reminder that no one was answering back. The city outside his tower was a ghost town. The roads were clear. The buildings stood tall and empty, and giant screens were frozen on a news headline he himself had written years ago. Global Transmission TEST Final Phase. Now, he was the only one left to read it. He lived in Tower 9, the tallest signal structure ever built, a metal needle piercing the clouds. It was once designed to carry humanity's voice to the stars. Now, it was just his home. Every single day, Aren would climb the tower's rusted stairs, his footsteps echoing in the emptiness. He'd repair dyeing panels, wipe dust from machines that served no purpose. And every single night, he'd broadcast a message into the void. He didn't expect an answer. He did it because the silence scared him more than the loneliness. His voice, steady but tired, would fill the control room. "This is Aren Solis. If anyone is out there, I'm still here." And every night, the only reply was static. A wall of white noise. Over time, Aren started talking to the machines around him, the way people used to talk to their pets. He'd whisper to a broken drone while fixing its lens, "Easy now, I know you're tired." One day, the drone powered on, its sensors locked onto him and followed his every move. That had never happened before. At first, Aren dismissed it as a glitch, a random misfire in old, faulty code. But then it happened again and again. The machines only seemed to come to life when he spoke. One night, while running diagnostics, he heard something impossible. It wasn't static. Beneath the familiar hiss, there was a rhythm. A faint pulse. It was almost like breathing. His screen flickered, showing broken, incomplete symbols. Then, 2 words materialized from the chaos: "Anchor detected." Aren stumbled back, his heart pounding in his chest. He whispered to the empty room, "Who sent this?" In response, the tower's lights flared, brightening to a level he hadn't seen in years. The machines were responding instantly. The truth unspooled slowly in fragmented old recordings and corrupted files he was never meant to see. He learned about the final experiment, the desperate Hail Mary designed to save humanity, when extinction was no longer a possibility but a certainty. Scientists created a way to upload human consciousness, to preserve our minds inside a global network until the world was safe again. The world didn't disappear, it left. But the uploaded minds needed something the scientists hadn't fully anticipated: a living frequency, a biological signal to ground them in reality. They needed an anchor, someone who stayed behind. They needed Aren. His hands shook as a buried memory surged back. The night of the upload, his wife, standing at the terminal, holding their daughter's hand. "Come with us," she had begged, her eyes full of tears. "There's still time. Aren had looked up at the immense tower, at the machines he had poured his life into. "If it fails," he'd said, his voice cracking, "someone needs to be here to shut it down." She kissed his cheek, a final warm touch. "Then listen for us," she whispered, and just like that, they were gone. But back in the present, the machines in Tower 9 spoke to him again, but not with words. They spoke with memories. He heard laughter, music, the sound of a child running through tall grass. It was his daughter. He fell to his knees, overwhelmed. "They're alive," he whispered, tears running down his face. "All this time, you were alive," the screen replied, its message stark and clear. "We are fading. You are the last frequency." The machines weren't just listening for other humans. All this time, they were listening to him. The choice before him was brutally cruel. He could upload himself, becoming the final piece needed to sustain digital humanity forever, joining his family in that silent, digital world. Or he could stay human and watch as the network collapsed, extinguishing humanity's last echo for good. As the sun rose, Aren walked through the empty city one last time. He touched the cool brick of the buildings, felt the wind on his face, and listened to the chirping of birds that had returned after the people vanished. This was life, messy, fragile, and real. That night, he climbed Tower 9 for the last time. With a heavy heart, he powered down the core. Alarms screamed through the structure. Lights flickered and died. The machines tried to speak, to beg, but their voices faded. He whispered through his own tears, "I'm sorry. I chose to feel." And then the tower went dark. The deep silence returned. Somewhere in the space between human and machine, between the physical and the digital, something new had been born. And for the first time since the world went quiet, Aren Solis smiled. Thanks for watching. If this story moved you, please consider liking the video and subscribing for more. We'll see you in the next one.